Embracing your imperfections on the twin flame journey. Welcome back. I'm Breann. And today I want to talk to you. Well, first off, I want to share a bit of a story about the beginning of my twin flame journey in hopes that you will resonate and find healing and relief from my own personal experience by applying it to your experiences. When I first realized that I had a twin flame, I had never heard of the term twin flame, nor did I know that I actually really did have a one true love. And so when I woke up to the fact that I had a lover, a divine lover, there was a lot of feelings that come up around, feeling not worthy, not feeling good enough, that I needed to have myself and my life in order to be in union with my twin flame. And it brought up a massive amount of insecurities for me to move through. And you may find this silly or you may not. You might deeply resonate with it. But one of those things that came up for me was there was a time in my life where I started experiencing a lot of health issues. I was having panic attacks that I was constantly going to the emergency room for, or I started having blood sugar issues where hypoglycemia, and hypoglycemia means that your sugar drops low. And there was about a 2 year time frame when it was really bad, and I was really working to get my diet proper that way that I could stabilize my sugar levels because it was affecting my work. It was affecting my day-to-day life. I was even scared to drive to the store to get groceries because I was afraid that my blood sugar was going to bottom out. And it got so bad to where I had, if you're diabetic, you probably know this very well, but the little tester kits where you poke your finger and you check your blood sugar by a drop of blood on your finger. And I had holes in all of my fingers because I was so obsessive in making sure that my blood sugar was not dropping. I was afraid that, I could pass out. And I just felt so sick when it would. I felt nauseous. I would feel faint. I would, almost to the point of vomiting. Just not a good situation. And I was going to doctor after doctor trying to work out because there's no cure for hypoglycemia and there's no medication. You simply just have to adjust your diet. And so I was really shortly after I kind of got this a little bit in check, I had woken up to my twin flame journey. And I thought, oh my God, I'm a shit show right now. How am I going to be in physical union with my twin flame? How is this even going to work? And this was a huge insecurity for me. And I remember asking, my spiritual teacher at the time, I was like, are my blood sugar issues going to affect my union? I felt so almost ashamed and bad about myself because of that. And, it was communicated that no, I just needed to accept and love myself. And although that was a little bit hard to do because I was like, well, I don't want to accept this because then that might mean that I'm stuck with it. It was actually the pathway for my healing by accepting myself unconditionally and loving myself through what I was experiencing. Once again, why am I sharing my experience with you and what does this have to do with you? Well, I'm sharing it with you because I want you to know that regardless of what you are going through, within yourself and your life, and mine was a medical issue, there was a lot of health issues, I should say, that didn't hinder me from manifesting my harmonious union, my insecurities, my misbeliefs about myself, this massive issue that I was dealing with in my life where I couldn't really focus on anything else, but making sure that I was handling my foundation and feeling well. That did not hinder me in any way whatsoever in coming together with my twin flame. Whatever you're moving through in your life, it will not hinder you either in coming into physical union with your twin flame. Literally, what this journey is about is self-discovery and self-love. And all that is required of you right now is to accept your current circumstance, accept yourself unconditionally. And as you do that, you're going to pave the pathway for your healing. And now in sharing my experience, that was a few years back. I am massively honestly, I've done so much healing around this that I don't have those problems like I used to have because I've got my system worked out, where I've got a good stable foundation for myself in terms of my diet. And if you are hypoglycemia, I recommend a lot of protein, not too much protein. You want to balance it out. Lots of veggies, all the good stuff. Very, very helpful in having a stable foundation for yourself. And what I didn't realize in that moment, or what I did actually realize as I was feeling through my feelings, is I was making the problem worse because I was rejecting myself. I felt so bad that, I was experiencing this and that I was rejecting, that part of me that felt sick. And when I just loved myself there, then everything started to change for me. So all you need to do, once again, is just love yourself through whatever you're experiencing. And that unconditional love that you give yourself is going to be reflected back to you by your twin flame. So any circumstance that you're going through right now, write it down, journal it, apply the mirror exercise, love yourself unconditionally, feel all of your feelings, and choose the truth that you are worthy of love. You are deserving of love. And know that your twin flames got stuff too. They're you in another body. You share the same soul blueprint. And so they've manifested things too that they're moving through. And it's not going to look exactly the same as what you're moving through, but they are moving through things as well. And they're going to have those insecurities. They're going to have those blocks to feeling deserving and worthy of their divine love. And so have massive compassion for yourself and your union, and knowing that that creates a pathway for the physical manifestation of the love shared between the two of you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.